On our feet. I'm going to go over have an underhook series, and we're going to transition that into our short offense, or front headlock as people like to call it. I think when you're working with, well, once we do that, then at the end I'll kind of do a little Q&A kind of deal, discuss with you guys kind of about Cornell, our program, how we run it, and you know, the transition throughout the whole year. But when we're doing technique, especially with high school kids, let's try and simplify it as best we can. You know, I know everybody wants to do the funking and rolling around, the high razzle-dazzle moves. There's a very small percentage that can do that, even at the college level, okay? So let's stick with basics. Basics wins matches on every single level you see, all right? You know, every now and then you have your exceptions to the rule, but basics wins matches. So first thing we're gonna do, let's simplify it. Let's go to underhook. If you have a wrestler, a first-year wrestler, they can do an underhook. Okay, let's get them in contact with who they're wrestling. Let's not stay outside and try and start to dart at a guy, all right, because half the time they're going to be a bad shot. So let's get our hands on somebody, and you can kind of facilitate what he's going to do from there, okay? So first thing that we're going to do is getting into our underhook. All right, when we're down in our stance, obviously I'm a right leg lead. I'm going to be reaching with my back hand, all right? I think that's, you know, wrestling 101. You're down in your stance here, you're protecting your lead leg, you're reaching with this back hand. All right, and I want to be close. I don't want to overextend myself, open myself up too much where this guy's going to be taking a shot. So I'm in my stance here. I'm going to be clubbing with my back hand. My lead hand is always protecting this leg. Now, once I have a hand on him, that's when this back hand can come up, okay? I can get a post on that elbow, or I can switch hands and get to my collar tie here. All right, but I always want to be leading with that lead hand. Now, first thing that we're going to do to get to our underhook, we're going to come with our backhand reach, clubbing him, getting him to move. Now I'm going to switch my hands. I'm going to come back with a club. I'm going to step in right to my underhook. There is a million different ways you can get in here. Okay, this is just one of them. We can come here. The guy posts on us, on our head, attacking that wrist, pulling it down, up into our underhook. We can come right out, shoot that underhook. You know, depending on my stance, which leg is led. You know, I can come in, shoot my underhook. But let's just get hands on this guy, reach with our backhand, club him, get him to move. Remember, this lead hand is down. All right, because sometimes when you club a guy, they will shoot. My lead hand's down, ready to down block. So I'm here, backhand reach, club him. Now I'm close enough. My head is touching. I'm going to switch my hands. Switch my hands, step up with my back leg, right to my underhook. Okay? Now, first thing, we get to our underhook, let's get good head position. All right? When we get here, I'm going to force my head into his neck, between his shoulder and his ear. I want to have good head position here if I'm going to be hitting my attacks. All right? First attack we're going to go to is our high crotch. Now, like I said, guys, everybody does things a little bit different. I'm going to give you my variation, and I will break it down and explain it to you why I do the way things that I'm going to do. When we get to our underhook, head position, first thing that I want to do, before every shot you take, you need to change your level. All right? Change your level, and when you change your level, it's not just coming here. I want to step and change my level. So I'm going to imagine a line between his feet, and I want to step on that line, change my level. Okay? I need to be close when I shoot. I want to shoot and move this man back. So when I'm hitting my high crotch, I'm going to take my step, change my level, open up this window if I have an underhook. I want to open up this window as high as I possibly can. So it's going to make it easier for me to attack this leg. Now, when we go, change my level, open up this window, take my shot, open that window, clear it. When I drive through, I want to try and keep my chest square to this leg. You see a lot of guys open themselves up here. Yeah, depending on what you're doing, that does work okay. But when I'm trying to hit my basic high crotch, I want to try and stay as square as I possibly can. Because wrestling, as we know, is all angles. Right? If he can create an angle on me, just the slightest angle, my high crotch does not work. Right? If he can create, if he creates this much of an angle on me, I'm going to have a very hard time finishing this shot, even in good position. So I'm not going to give him a chance to get that angle. I need to stay square. So when I hit my shot, I need to come from here. My chest is square, back leg flies, and I'm up and into them. Some people are very particular how they lock this leg, okay? When I first started hitting the high crotch, God knows when, I was taught to isolate this entire leg. Take your shot, hand snakes down, opposite hand comes through, grabs your tricep, isolating this entire leg. Now, I understand, yes, that's what I'm doing. But when you're trying to teach kids that never took shots before, and you're trying to throw that hand down, what you're doing is, you're getting his chest to go down. Guess what? Now you're in a bad position. All right? So, when you're dealing with kids that, you know, aren't, you know, let's say the best wrestlers out there, even the best ones, when you're shooting, bring this hand down, breaks your position. So let's try and limit that. Take your shot, come across, and attack this leg. I'm gonna go one hand high, one hand low. Here, hugging. Some people like to lock their hands, all right? If you're strong, that's fine. But look at this space I have here. All right, coming out here, there's space. I don't want that. I want no space. Hugging this leg, everything is tight. And I'm grabbing my tricep right here. Okay, grabbing my tricep, coming through, hugging this leg. Shoulder, hip, knee, straight as a board. I'm not sitting back here on my heels. Everything is straight. If you are not strong, position is key, okay? We get away with a lot of bad position, I think Americans in general, because one, we're very athletic, or two, we got freak strength, all right? You take some of the kids that don't have that, you teach them good position, they will be able to overpower that strength and that athleticism most times. So I'm here, I'm staying tight, good position, shoulder, hip, and knee, hugging this leg. Now, do not, absolutely do not switch off to that double until you come up to your feet, okay? Your percentages of takedowns will increase dramatically if you come to your feet. I was talking earlier with Ocone, and he was talking about crackdown. Guys, that's last resort, you know? Last resort is a crackdown. You look at the wrestlers today, everybody wants to do all the funk, rolling around, stuff like that. You got these Klingons. You get down to a crackdown, your percentages of scoring just got cut down in half. Half at best. So I need to stay up to my feet. I'm not going to go down to the mat. I don't care how great that guy is, the guy that's on that shot. You go down to the mat, you gave him a chance. Because he can hold on, he can scoot a hip, he can cut that corner. I'm not going to give him that opportunity. So I'm going to stay on my feet as much as I possibly can. So I'm here. The only way you go to a crackdown is he puts himself to a crackdown. I'm here, I'm tight. My outside leg is ready to drive, and I'm not switching to my double until I come up to my feet and that weight transfers here. Now I can switch to my double, coming across, and I run him down to that mat. Okay? Now, a couple key things to remember. When you're finishing your shots, your opponent always hits the mat first. All right? If you do that, again, your percentages will increase. What happens is, they switch off to a double and they're like, oh, I got it, and they drive one time, I want you to sprawl. So I get in here and they go like this. And the guy's out. Well, how did he stop that? I was in on an awesome shot. Because you tried to cheapen the move. All right? It's harder to come up to your feet, but it's easier on the finish. Like Mike said, you know, put that up front, you'll get it in the end. I use it all the time. The more energy you expend up front, you save in the end. So when I'm here, expend that energy up front. Makes your finish easier. So I'm here, I take my shot, I'm hugging this side. Drive off this outside leg. Now when I get up, I cut to my double, and I'm going to make sure he hits the mat first. I come up, drive, finish on top. Okay? Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Drop the hammer on him, big
That's
dog.
what's up.
So, now, guys.
Dude weighs 150, come on.
So, is there a chance I don't score? Yes, there is. I could run him out of bounds. There is that chance. But I know going out of bounds that I was in the dominant position. I would rather run a guy out of bounds than try and score this easy way. He sprawls back, and now I'm down here. Hell, I don't want to be here. All right? I want to be up on my feet running through the position. So your partner or your opponent always hits the mat first. So we're here. We're clubbing with our back hand, moving him. I'm going to switch it get to my right side collar, which is my strong side. I'm gonna go to my underhook, step in. Now, need to get head position, all right? Need to get head position. I can post, I can get my head down, however you have to do to get your head in, all right? Now when I'm here, change my level. Take my step, get close, open this window, all right? Chest stays square. Change level, open him up, chest is staying square, lead hand, lead leg is gonna follow, the trail leg's gonna follow, attack, here. Now, I'm in good position. If he's cutting that corner on me, I can follow. I can follow him, all right? Now, one of the drills that we like to do at Cornell, starting off in this position, guy gets his hips back. This is where you get guys that they get excited or nervous, or put your leg back. Excited, nervous, they start to get extended. And all of a sudden, they're like, I gotta go now. And they don't get this, all right? I want to regain my position. He pulls that leg back, I'm gonna knee slide. Back in. Pulls that leg back, I'm gonna step, knee slide, back in. I'm not gonna finish in bad position. I wanna give myself the best possible chance at scoring. That leg's back, knee slide, in, hits, leading, into him. Pull that leg back, knee slide in. Now I'm cutting that corner, driving up.
That's fine. You're fine before.
So, position is key when we're hitting our high crotch. Or, most moves we're hitting. Head position, change that level, penetrate. Okay, trail arm, trail leg, hugs. We're in tight. Position, shoulder, hip, and knee, straight as a board. Now, drive, use my head. Drive up to my feet, running him down to my finish. Okay? Any questions on that? No? All right. So, we have our high crotch. Next thing we're gonna do, back to our underhook, we're gonna go to a high level attack, high level thing. I want to, especially with beginners, upper weights, you could say, let's do some low risk attacks that if we don't get it, no harm, no foul. So when I'm gonna come to my underhook, have my underhook, we're gonna go to a high level attack, high level single. Now, everything off this underhook, we need to open him up. All right, I'm gonna open him up. We're gonna go two ways here. We're gonna step into one, then we're gonna pull him into one. All right, depending on what this man's doing. If we have head position, and he's kind of fighting us in here, he's not putting pressure, backing up him, he's just kind of hanging out. This is where I can really step in, elevate, step into this shot, drop my hand back down. I'm taking a step just like I would my high crotch, change my level, and I'm stepping in, going deep. Okay? Going deep. Now, backhand comes down and I step behind. All right? You kind of went over a single leg finish, didn't you? Up top?
Yeah,
I
head
was
wheel.
talking, sorry.
Yeah, you were talking.
Head wheel, head wheel.
Yeah, head wheel? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm here. I'm gonna step, change my level, elevate, reaching. Now I'm gonna step behind, back leg comes up, just like I would in my high crotch. Step up, back leg, hand comes down, lock, right in here. Now, I think your lock on a single leg is key. All right, backhand is always your top hand. No, I'm sorry, backhand's your bottom hand. We're here, my back hand is going to be, no, I'm right, my top hand. My top hand here, okay? This way, he grabs that top wrist, splits it. Here, makes it a little bit more difficult for him to split. All right, driving in. Now, Mike likes the head wheel. Me, I want to get the leg up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my level again. For the second time, change my level, straighten that leg, lift. So when I'm here in my stance, have my underhook, I'm going to elevate, open that window, step and attack. I'm trying to throw that shoulder up, drop back down, right into my leg attack. Now, I want to free up my hands. I want to free my hands up And I mean, I don't want my arms to do all the work. So I'm gonna use my legs here. When I go, I'm gonna use shoulder pressure, heads in the side, shoulder on that thigh. I'm gonna change my level. My hands are gonna split, and I come down to that ankle. Drop my level here, okay? So I'm here, I don't wanna bend over. I wanna drop my level to here. When I drop my level, I attack that heel, then I come up. So I'm here, drop. Now, I cut lift, punch, punch. Now I have this high in my armpit. All right, now I determine what happens, okay? I'm in control. One, he's not touching me. It's kind of weird, I'm a wrestler, I don't like to be touched really. So when I'm on that single leg, I want to dictate what happens. I don't want his hands on me, I don't want him trying to climb all over me. I keep my distance a little bit, I can go to my finish. So when I'm here, head position, lift, attacking that leg, here. Now, step back hard, or bring my back leg up, hand comes down, step. Change my level, attack that heel, lift, punch, deep, punch, high in my armpit, okay? Number of different finishes. What we're gonna do, you can come, attack this head, back hook. You can come, attack the knee, circle. My favorite finish, which is a high percentage, but you gotta be careful. You don't wanna be called for, you know, flagrant misconduct or something like that. You know, you want to be gentle, especially when you're doing your teammate. You don't want to hurt him, okay? In a match, you get your takedown. So when I'm here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hop into him. Shoulder is going down to the mat, all right? And I'm coming here, taking him down, all right? So when we're up, remember, I'm keeping my distance. I don't want him to get this knee or this foot down where now he's fighting my grip. All right, I want my back and my shoulders to be holding all this weight. So I'm up here. Step your back foot in, or your outside foot in. This leg comes up. I'm going to hop that way, put my shoulder down towards the mat. That puts a lot of pressure on his knee and his ankle. You need to be careful when you're hitting this. Do not just come here and go like this. All right? You can get in trouble. So, up high, hop in, that way. Now, putting less pressure on the guy's leg. But I'm still putting pressure, hopping. What did I say about our high crotch? Opponent hits the mat first, right? What I don't want to do is put this foot on the ground, he falls down, takes me down with him. Now we're in a scramble, okay? And if he's good there, you just lost a great opportunity to score. All right, so we're up, high into our armpit, back foot in, leg up, hop, hop, hop. He goes down, I cover, get my takedown. Okay? So we'll go from the start. We have our underhook, head position. I'm gonna open up that window, change my level and step. I want to open this side. So when I come in, I'm punching towards the ceiling. Up. All right? Now, got that leg, hands coming down, stepping behind. Here. Change my level. Heel. Elbow deep, secure it in my armpit. Now for my finish, I'm gonna step behind, lift, down to the mat. He bellies down, I hit the cover, get my takedown. Any questions? No? God, you guys are easy. So, now,